Yo, YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy, Cavo726, and I'm gonna react to Stephen A. sounds off the Bears, Matt Nagy, and Pace ahead of the draft on the First Take show. Now, I am a Chicago Bears fan. I'm a diehard Bears fan, but it has been toxic to be a Bears fan right now. Really toxic. For real. And I feel like we have been making a lot of shittier moves ever since the playoff game. I feel like we should have kept Mitch. I won't say start him, but at least keep him to have him compete, because I feel like if it wasn't for him coming back, we wouldn't even make the playoffs. But Nagy and Pace want to say they own ass, throw him under the bus. I feel like he didn't even want to stay anyway, but it's all good. And whatever Stephen A. about to say, I'm most likely going to agree with him, because Stephen A., he always keep it a buck, for real. Max Kellerman, I don't know. I mean, he do be flip-flopping sometimes, but hey, let's get into it.
A football crazy Bears town, the Bears, right? It's been how many decades since they won a Super Bowl, and even then they didn't have a quarterback, and they haven't had a quarterback since then. You know, Jay Cutler is top 3 in your franchise's history.
Top 3. He's not even that. He's low-key our best quarterback we ever had, bro. And it's sad. He was a pussy to me. Straight up pussy. Straight up pussy. Feel me? Straight up. He low-key quit in the NFC Championship game. I'll never forget. I was 10 years old. He hurt his thumb and sat out for the rest of the game. I don't even think it was his throwing thumb. Off his throwing hand. Crazy.
At least in the Super Bowl era, you're not doing something right. They have to get quarterback right. If Justin Fields starts slipping, they better jump up and grab him.
See, I don't think all these quarterbacks, I don't even think they talking about Trey Lance, Justin Fields, who else? Somebody else. I think they're gonna be gone. They're not even gonna be there at 20th. They not gonna be there by the 20th pick. So, and if we do, they gonna pass them off for a lineman that we not even gonna start.
The Chicago Bears have only had 2 playoff appearances in the last 10 years.
2.
Since 2010. That was also the last time they won a playoff game. 2010.
Right.
Should they move up? Yes.
Yes.
Should they move up to get Justin Fields? Absolutely. Or
Yeah.
Trey Lance, by the way. If somebody is foolish.
But who we gonna give up? That's the thing. Who we gotta give up to move up? Mac, our highest paid player. You know what I'm saying? We trade Mac. We about to get hella picks for Mac. You know what I'm saying? And we already paying them too much, and they cheap ass ain't gonna trade him just because of that. So
Enough to let him fall to a point where the Chicago Bears could possibly land him at 20 or move up in the draft to get him. But I will say this, and I think this is the only thing to say. It's hard to fathom why Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace is still there.
thank you.
It really, really is.
Thank you.
Because
Why? How Trubisky gone? How is Trubisky gone first when the 2 guys who were responsible for their development are still here? Like I said, they threw him under the bus, and now he's the first one to go. Ryan Pace drafted Mitch and hired Nagy. Nagy's job was to help Mitch go to another level. You know what I'm saying? To where Josh Allen is at. Now he's the backup for Josh Allen. You feel me? All 3 of them failed. All 3 of them. The Bears failed the whole organization. You know what I'm saying? So Nagy should have been gone too, because he won Coach of the Year. I don't even think I feel like Vic Fangio should have won Coach of the Year, because technically he is a coach, right? A defensive coordinator is a coach, right? And we was only 12-4 because of the defense. To be real, I mean, Mitch did had a decent season, but it wasn't stellar. You know what I'm saying? So,
considering how important draft picks are, when you move up in the draft to draft a product out of North Carolina named Mitchell Trubisky, that nobody really had ranked that high.
Oh my! See, that's why I'm pissed off though. A lot of people ranked Trubisky over Mahomes before the draft. Now after the draft, that was the crazy part. After the draft, everybody was like, "Oh, what the fuck? Ooh, that was a horrible pick." Nobody was talking about Mahomes like that. To be real, I only knew about Deshaun Watson because, like, 4 months before, the man won a national championship against Alabama. So, when we traded up, I'm like, oh shit, we about to get Deshaun Watson. Then I hear Mitch Trubisky. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Then I hear Patrick Mahomes. I'm like, who the fuck is that? So, really, nobody knew. Come on, no.
And
everybody changed their own narrative now.
On the record, as being the team who moved up in the draft to have the number 2 overall pick.
Yeah.
And you passed up on Patrick
Mahomes
and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
If you did it, guys, to get some elite offensive lineman or some elite linebacker or a pass rusher, something like that, Damian Woody, you feel what I'm saying? That's different. But when you moved up to take a quarterback and you picked the wrong dude so flagrantly to the point where not only did you pass up on Patrick Mahomes, not only did you pass up on Deshaun Watson, but you've already let go of Mitchell Trubisky. He's not even on your squad. I think it takes a generation to recover from that. And I just look at Nagy and Pace, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even judging everything else. I'm looking at that decision alone. And
Hold up. Oh shit. Never mind. I might have to lower the volume. Okay.
And I'm saying, why are you still employed by the Chicago Bears franchise?
Thank you. Why?
I mean,
how?
If
it's play calling. Nagy draft. Oh, who you talking about, Pace or Nagy? Oh, talking about Pace.
But they tell us it means, Max, you pay attention to that because of the analytics. Damian Woody, you're a Super Bowl champion. I feel free to correct me. I cannot believe that you can make that egregious of an error and still get to make other decisions.
I don't understand.
I'm sorry. I just look at it, and I'm not bringing up anything else that they've done. I'm just saying that decision to move up, to surrender first-round picks, to position yourself for the number 2 overall pick, to pass up on Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, and then turn around and don't even have the guy that you picked on your squad any longer. He in Buffalo now as a backup. Why are they making decisions? Why?
Man, I can't explain why. Listen, it's real simple for me for the Bears. You cannot roll into this season with Andy Dalton as your quarterback. I'm sorry. You cannot, if you're the Chicago Bears,
Andy Dalton
as Andy Dalton as QB1.
My co-worker at work, he always coming to me talking about some Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, look, I'm gonna fuck around buy an Andy Dalton jersey. I'm gonna fuck around buy an Andy Dalton jersey. Hey, if we go 3-0. No, it'll take me going 5. No, if we go 5-0, I'm gonna buy an Andy Dalton jersey and I'm gonna wear that motherfucker.
Okay? This fan base has been clamoring for hope, something. They need to spice it up. And if you're the Chicago Bears, if you're Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy, you're beyond the hot seat. Okay? We can't even say that this is the hot seat for them. They have to make a move to stir this thing up, to give Bears fans hope, to potentially challenge. Because
Shit, to give us hope, they gotta fucking resign. Shit, I have hope if they resign. God damn it. Fuck one of them.
guess what? Aaron Rodgers is still in Green Bay. Do we believe that Andy Dalton can challenge Aaron Rodgers in the Green Bay Packers this year?
Hell no.
Hell no. Man, you go out there,
Right.
if you're the Chicago Bears, you make a bold move to go up and get a Justin Fields or a Trey Lance. Okay. Now that's telling your fan base, look, we're all in. We're all in to try to find that quarterback. Because if there's one thing you got to do, you have to find a quarterback. You got to keep trying. Keep drafting one. You have to keep doing that. You cannot roll with
right.
Andy Dalton. I'm sorry.
Can't get gun shy because it didn't work out with Trubisky. Got to keep taking those shots.
Hey guys, I know we're living in a virtual
Right.
world. I'm not sure it happened, but I think I recall there was some kind of virtual press conference when Andy Dalton was signed and stuff like that, and they made a big deal. It wasn't even worth the press conference, virtual otherwise. Thanks for watching ESPN.
Man, all I gotta say is I'm just prepared for whatever happens this season. You feel me? What happens in the draft? Is it next week? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If we don't get a quarterback, I won't be surprised. I feel like we should get a quarterback, but we're not going to get a quarterback. I don't know. They probably really promised Andy Dalton the starting job. Bears fans, prepare for worse than 9-10, 8-8. Nigga, we going 2 and something right now. That's how I'm feeling. We going 2 and this, 2 and that. But look, Trubisky might be flipping it. You know what I'm saying? What if he just stays on Buffalo for 1 year, develop into a raw ass quarterback, right? The Bears have a shitty season. Matt Nagy and Pace are gone before week 8. You know what I'm saying? He comes back to the Bears on fucking fire. Like how he was playing like the last few games in the regular season times 10. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. But both predictions are for later. Alright. My bold predictions are coming up after the draft. More of those. I just gave y'all one of them. For sure. I'm out.